All right, welcome. My name is Jeremy Allens. I'm the co-founder of Lead Quizzes. I'm really excited to introduce you to a friend of mine, Phil, today. Phil's been rocking in the e-commerce space. He's generated over 75,000 leads using Lead Quizzes. Amazing. He has a 3% conversion on his sales, which is meaning he's breaking even right on the front and then making money after that. So he's basically getting all these 75,000 leads for free. We're going to walk through, show you how to do that. Real quick, what Phil does, he has a company called Goth Rider. So he calls it badass jewelry and apparel, a lot of like motorcycle themed stuff. And so we're going to walk through it. I'm really excited. Thanks for joining today, Phil.
Hey, thank you very much, Jeremy. It's a pleasure to be there today with you.
One of the things that's really cool is like when you started doing this, you've been doing it for quite a while. I think you were getting leads around like 17 cents or something like that, but you've actually dropped it down to 4 cents. So you've done an amazing job with Facebook ads. And so I want to jump in, let's share your screen and kind of walk through like the ad and what you're doing that you're getting such good results.
Yeah, absolutely. So let me share my screen now. This is my page. This is my website, gothrider.com. So you see my niche where what I'm selling and the bunch of stuff here that I'm selling and I'm aiming to. So I mean, basically, the idea is to build a warm audience, and from that, since the costs have raised a lot, like the past year on Facebook, I was looking to find a way, a cheap way to get this audience prior targeting them as cold traffic. So I've built multiple pages on Facebook related to my niche. I've been engaging them a lot. And we've changed a bunch of stuff. Like Jeremy was saying, like early when we started back, I think in April together, the first campaign we were running was about 17 cents the lead, which was not bad at all. It was really, I was feeling great about that. We were doing a follow-up sequence on emails. We were again breaking even right on the first offer that we were giving. It was a free plus shipping offer that we were giving at the time, something that was very easy, engaging for people. So they just click on the offer, and then after that, the sales page was doing the rest. And we've been on and off. Always starting and testing a different type of stuff, testing images, testing headlines and all this kind of stuff until we found something that I'm gonna share with you. First of all, it's a video. So we found out that video were super engaging and getting us faster and much more lead at a cheaper cost. And the reason why is like Facebook really loves video and will prioritize the video in the news feed against anything else. And especially when you have something that is engaging, and also if you have something that is not it is not something that you sell right up front. So it's a game, it's fun. People will have something that they can discover on. So I really think and believe that by doing that, it has really changed the way that I get my audience right now, and I'm warm it up. So I'm running a page called I'm a Biker. So we have about like 150,000 people following us. We engage them through different type of stuff, offers, memes, products, videos, a bunch of different stuff that we post. Mainly lately, I mean, we have posted more products just to see the difference between the engagement and when we post regularly other stuff, you know. And we because we're so engaged in this community, and we are so engaged with this page. This is one thing also that we've tested compared to the other things. So before we were using our brand page to promote our quiz, and now we decided to use a page that was more community aimed to promote the quiz. And this is where we've seen a huge change in terms of engagement. So
that's really interesting. So switching from like your Goth Rider page to this I'm a Biker page.
Exactly. So that was the first step where we've seen a first big drop in the cost per lead.
What do you think that was, Phil?
Because the page was super engaging at first. So we've seen that people that are into community page engage much more than into brand page. The reason why is they don't feel that, because most of the time a brand page feels that you're always sold to a brand. When you're into a community page, it can be a bunch of other stuff. You know that you're not tied to, you don't feel that you will really get sold at a certain point. You know, it's really a page where it's fun, where you share easily with your friends, that you're not that you don't think that you will be at some point sold on something, you know, but it is not the case. We know the truth behind, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one of my strategy that I use and I share a lot, is I build a lot of pages in different type of communities where I engage them a lot first. And then after that, in the back end, I will sell them something, you know. So this is the quiz. So now I'm going to show you, you know, the ad that has been working a lot. It's very simple. It's tied to my audience. So I'm going to resume the video. So a very hard rock music behind it. Very simple video. So it's a 15 minutes video that we've used. And the reason why we've done, 50 seconds video, we're using 15 seconds is like, Facebook, this is a 20 seconds, sorry. We have a 15 seconds version of this one. And the reason why is because we're getting ready for in-streams videos also that Facebook rolled out a couple of months ago. So, so we have like this version. So this version right now is a video view ad. So we are using only the video view ads there. So we don't use WC ads, website conversions or anything like that. We just promote the video. And we feel that this was the cheapest way to get our audience also. So we could have tested, I mean, we have tested a bunch of different type of ads during since April, and really this ad has been the one, and this type of ad has been the one that has performed the best. So soon as you get on this, then after that,
very cool. So real quick, Phil, I'm guessing that's just like a stock video, so basically you can just grab those anywhere, right?
Yeah, exactly. So you get a stock video. I mean, you can get stock video on AdHub stock. You can get that, I think, on Shutterstock videos, photos. Sure. I mean, there's stock videos everywhere. They cost you a couple of bucks. You can do some sort of mix there. And you don't need something that is very long, 20 seconds, 50 seconds, 30 seconds max, just to grab the attention of the people. Music is good, but a lot of people around the video without music. So, but since this one had a lot of action, it was easy to come in. We're testing other type of videos also that we're getting great results that are more, let's say, memes video, I would say, which are slides with stuff, you know, copywriting stuff that are going through, and these one also are getting a lot of engagement. Yeah. So so this one, I mean, after multiple tests, this one just fits out to be the best one for us right now. And I mean, we're getting 4 to 4.5 cents per lead using that exact type of stuff right now. So there's always place for improvement. The best would be to get a 1 cent per lead. So so we will be working on that for sure.
Well, yeah, I just wanted to stop real quick there because I think people might think with these videos you have to do something really high production or spend a lot of money on it. But like you said, you can just grab a stock photo. I think you look for something that was engaging. Like if people do click on the video, there's sound that kind of catches their attention. So
yes, exactly. And a lot of our videos, even for our products, are really slides photos. So we just try to get the best pictures of what we can get of a product. And then we just put it on slides with small effects here and there. Very easy to use with Final Cut Pro or even iMovie. You can do that. And then we post it on Facebook, and that's how you don't need production. Because basically what you want is to get ranking, so getting ranking, it's much more easier with videos, and getting higher engagement and faster engagement also, it's easier also with video.
Cool. And you did something here, you did really short copy. If people look at it, it's very simple. That's what we found with a lot of quizzes, is just simple copy, especially if you go with a fun quiz like you did, like which famous biker are you? Just keeping it really, really simple.
Yeah, and I think also one of the key there is the type of quiz that we choosing to do, because people love to play, people love to get associated with some famous people. Also, we see that all the time, when you scroll and you have like a friend that just participated to a quiz that was about, who are you looking like to, or, things like that.
Yeah.
So they're always like fun quiz, and people love and enjoy that because they're first of all on Facebook to have fun, to talk with their friend, enjoy. They're not really there to get sold on something,
Mm-hmm.
So it's much more about engaging these people, where after that you will be able to sell them in the back end, So this is probably this is a good angle, and to have also to build a warm audience also,
Awesome.
So,
okay.
Next, if we jump now on the quiz, so I will show you like very fast what we've done. And by the way, this has been supervised by Lead Quizzes. So I didn't do anything. I just gave my the guidelines to the peeps at Lead Quizzes, and they built everything. So I mean, that was the best because I don't have much time and to think of. So I gave like the guidelines, and they made everything. I just went after that and see if it was fitting, and it was just perfect. So I mean, really enjoying like that. How can I say that?
Quiz setup.
Yeah, exactly. All included setup.
Yeah.
Here you go. So let's click on that. So we're gonna get on the quiz now. So here we are. So, I mean, basically, this is a basic landing page, and people are just getting into that on their phone. It's looking great. We start, then we choose, all this question, we choose, whatever we want there. And the great thing is this quiz has 8 steps. So people are taking the time to fill this 8 steps.
Mm-hmm.
And this
But yeah, like as people can see, though, the questions and the answers are pretty simple. Like you can get through this like pretty quickly in a couple minutes, and that's a huge piece of advice I'd recommend.
Exactly. And I really like more step you have, better it is, because I mean, if there's drop off just before, I mean, it's really people that just don't care, and you don't want these people, in. So more step, I always say more step, it's better. But at a certain point, you need to test because you don't want also too much drop off,
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I mean, you put your name, let's say Peter Sanders. I don't know who is this guy, but anyway.
All right, let's stop here real quick, Phil. So
yeah,
like simple copy, opt in below to see results and get a chance to win a $100 Goth Rider gift card. So you do throw an incentive in there. And then you talked about like you have a 30% conversion rate on this. So out of everybody that hits the quiz, 30% will opt in at this point.
Yeah, exactly. So, so once there, 30% gets in, and this is across the board. We add like 50% on certain quiz, but I mean, mostly it's really average 30% there. Yeah, they fill the information, and this is one thing also we tested. So we talked about that lately, but we tested the Facebook login. We tested also getting the subscription before. And we found out that for us, for this quiz, it was best performing when we had at the end of just before the result, at the end there, the opt-in.
Cool. Okay.
So now show the result. So right now what you're getting here, it's an offer to get this beautiful belt with the knife in, okay? And I'm gonna explain something about that. And then after that, you have here your results. Okay, so if you click there, I mean, normally you will be sent to another offer on my page, and you have like all this beautiful thing that is right in there that fits and explain why they're tied to Charlie Human as Jack Sarah from Son of Anarchy. So now one thing that I love about quizzes, okay. and getting that upfront. Normally, I have another type of offer, but we're testing this one right now. Like I was saying, we have a free plus shipping offer normally. So this one is very interesting because normally you cannot promote directly guns, cigarettes, anything that is forbidden by Facebook normally, okay? But by doing quizzes and bringing them to an offer like that, it is something that you're able to do now, because it's a bridge between something that normally you won't be able to do, but because of that, I mean, Facebook won't check the end offer there, and you're able to promote a product that you would not be able to do. And I think this is a perfect example. I didn't thought about that, but I think this is a perfect example on how deep you can go with a quiz prior an offer that is in let's say gray zone, let's say, okay? So but the great thing also in this offer that we really wanted to test, because normally we run a free plus shipping offer that is converting at 3%. It's not a wall for free plus shipping, so we're testing, you know, what's the best deal or what's the best offer right now. But basically, the great thing is this is much more as a normal, let's say, pricing offer. I think this is $24.95. We're gonna check anyway. So right here, we're gonna click I want. So it's gonna bring us to a sales page. Very simple landing sales page here, where we have the image, description, timer, everything that you need to, with scarcity, what you need to get people in. And once you get that, you click here.
So let's talk here real quick. Some of this, some of the good stuff. So you have scarcity, like very limited stock. Get yours for 75% off. So it's a compelling offer.
Yeah.
Normally it looks like $69.95. You have this bar like almost sold out. You have some social proof on here of like the stars, the different badges on here of secure ordering, 100% satisfaction guaranteed.
Yeah.
And then a little bit more about it. But yeah, really good thing here. It's a great picture, like showing like what they're actually going to get, and some basic description. So
exactly.
That's good.
Exactly. And we can add more. I mean, this is really the first version, because we have been testing that for the past couple of days. So yeah, I mean, so this is super, super simple, and we're going to test multiple offers to see which one is going to get better. And I mean, that's the goal. And the great thing also that you can do with Lead Quiz, if you want to get much more, let's say, deeper, is each outcome or each result can be tied to a different offer as well. So your answer can be tied. So let's say Jack Taylor, I could have sells a figure of Jack Taylor, or a T-shirt,
or something.
You know, you can have something that is tied to that, which is great because you have something much more personalized. So you can imagine going through a quiz funnel that is really tied to someone's needs, you know, that is based on their behaviors and all this kind of stuff. So it can be super, super powerful. So yeah, I mean, and then what's going to happen? I mean, it's super simple for us. Let's say we say yes, and it's going directly into our sales page right here. So here we go. It's super simple. I mean, you get on the transaction, you get, again, other reserved.
All right, so after someone enters in their credit card information, they're taken to this page to be upsold. So 2 additional products for a really great price. So you could be saying yes or no. Again, here's another product that they could buy. If I said yes, then you could sell them additional products. So like this is an example, add 3 additional to your order and save big. All of these different items are ultimately going to drive up the average order size and make the campaign a lot more profitable. And then finally, they're taken to a confirmation page where it tells them what they're getting and what to expect.
As soon as we gather the email from the quiz, we send them an email telling them, you know what, thank you very much. This is your outcome from the quiz. And you can get this offer for a very limited time. And we have like 2 sequences of email there. And yeah, I mean, so there's so much possibilities just to warm up the leads, just to nurture them up front. And once you get the best of the cream of the crop, I mean, after that, it's going to be just easier to sell them other stuff.
Yeah. And so the offer you were running before, you said you were having like success with as well. Was that free plus shipping, and you were selling one of those like survival keys, like it was like what, like a bottle cap, screwdriver, that kind of thing that was like themed?
Exactly. So we were it's like I was saying. I mean, this was a 3% conversion rate, And I mean, we were paying. I mean, the whole campaign was paid, so I mean, it didn't cost us anything to run. Basically, it was, even if it was 4 cents a lead, I mean, for us it was totally free at the end, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't cost anything just to build audience, get warm audience, get new emails, and probably new customers at the end also by doing that.
Awesome. So let's take a look at the sales page for the free plus shipping offer. So after they click the button to take them to the offer, this is what they would land on for the free plus shipping offer. A lot of great things on this page. It really builds up the value of how much it's worth. Even though it's free, there's like security badges on here. There's social proof and reviews. There's a money back guarantee, secure ordering. At the top of the page, there's also limited quantity, a countdown timer. So some really great things here. So once they click that button, they're taken again to the order page where they put in their credit card information. You know, it says your order is reserved for a limited amount of time. It creates urgency to try and get them to buy. And a great picture up at the top just describing the image and some more social proof. So once they put that in, they're taken again into an upsell sequence. For here, you know, if they buy one, why not try to offer them more for a really great price? They can choose to click on this or not. If they say yes, they get taken in an upsell sequence. If no, they get taken into a downsell sequence. So we'll say no, offer them a different type of product that they can buy. So you're maybe cross-selling them on different stuff. Ultimately, again, trying to drive up the average order so that this campaign is more profitable and you're able to self-fund like the leads that you're generating like Gothrider did. So finally, just a confirmation page, remind them what they got. Why did you want to choose to like switch testing this other one? Just more profitable?
Yes, exactly. I mean, the goal now is to, so we know, I mean, that we can go probably higher than 3% because normally when we send free plus shipping offers straight off out of a quiz, normally we get about 7%, 7 to 8% easily conversion rate. So the goal here is to get almost the same kind of stuff so we can be profitable also on the front end, not only breaking even. So we will make much more money at a certain point, you know, and it's going to be also easier to scale because the metrics will be some sort of fix there. So we'll know that, okay, we just put, let's say, more money there. We know that we're going to make this much money at the end, you know, then instead of playing by just having something that it's free. It's cool that it's free, but after that, it's much more efforts in the background to convert it more again and again after, you know, so that's the goal here. But we're pretty, I mean, right now, I mean, we're pretty amazed by the results, by what it is giving us, how we build like our list like crazy with that. Yeah. So I mean, that's just the beginning.
That's awesome. And Phil, I think it's a really good point because you see a lot of people on Facebook, whether they're selling T-shirts or something else like that, driving people directly to it, but you're capturing the lead in the front. So like, I'm not sure how much you make per email, but we have a lot of users where they'll make like $4 to $12 in email over the course of a year, just continuing to drip different promotions and different offers on them. So like you said, like the importance of building your list, if you're able to break even, or even if you lose a little bit, like if you're able to make more money from them in the future, you know, it pays off because you built that huge community in that email list.
Absolutely. And there's nothing faster than using this method to build email lists. You know, we build, let's say in 6 months, 3 times much more than it took us in 1 year to build in cold traffic.
Wow.
Let's say, let's put that like that, you know.
And like if you have these pages as well, like Facebook page, or I've seen people with Instagram as well, like Instagram just changed their algorithm where you're not showing your content to every single subscriber. It's filtered now.
Yeah.
And so like the email list, you have control, like way more control than these other platforms. So if you can move more people over to email, like that's the goal.
Yeah. I think it's very important to still focus on email. You know, Facebook came with chatbots and all this kind of stuff. Now you can message directly, you can broadcast people through chatbot. But I mean, at the end, I mean, the data stays in Facebook. You don't have control of that, you know. So it's very important that even if you're doing all this kind of stuff, you need to keep this data in your own database. You know, you cannot just leave it there and think that, I mean, they're leasing you this data. It's not yours, you know? So by getting the email, it's becoming your data.
For sure. All right. Well, Phil, I think like just the last thing I'd love to like ask you about, like, obviously you've been doing this for a while, I think maybe a year now. And you know, like, I'm sure when you started it, like you weren't having as much success as you are now. Like before this call, we talked about, you guys have some kind of like, you know, you're always going to have technical challenges of like tracking and getting the email set up or whatever. So what's your advice to someone starting out? Like, what's the mindset that they should have? And, if they're not seeing results like right away, like what would you tell them?
I mean, first of all, I think it all comes with what they're looking for, So I mean, depending on the niche and what they're doing. So I used to do lead generation, let's say for insurance company. I mean, our goals and KPIs were totally different than what now I'm doing, So they really need first of all, they need to build a list. That's for sure. Whatever they're going to start doing, they need to build a list right from now. They need to allocate a budget. If it's $5 a day, it's $5 a day, but they need to allocate that there. Then once they have that in their mindset, they need to find the proper, let's say, the proper angle to catch their leads. So it is possible that their first quiz don't work like it's supposed to. So they just need to iterate that and again find new angles until they find the sweet spot for them, So and then the other thing is to get the right, let's say, perceived value to what you're offering to their people. If it's engagement or fun, be sure that they have this type of fun at the end, or if there's an offer attached to, be sure that this the offer that they really love and like to have. So this is very, very important there. And then after that, once you get all this, I mean, it's all about the metrics, the math that is behind how you can grow that faster and recoup, I mean, the money that you're investing, or monetize it as much as possible. There's multiple way of monetizing an email list with different people. I got joint venture, people asking me for joint venture just to get the leads that I was gathering from the quizzes. So I could have monetized that on the side, while building my stuff, So there's so many opportunities that you can do once you have the email in your end. I mean, it's unlimited, So be sure to know what you're aiming for. Be sure to have the right value there. And then after that, it's time to monetize.
Awesome. All right. Well, Phil, I really appreciate it. Anything else you want to add?
No, that's great. I mean, I love lead quizzes. That's it.
Well, awesome. I really appreciate you sharing and opening it up. I know it takes an abundant mindset to know that you the more you share, you're going to learn from other people as well. So thank you so much, Phil. I know our community is going to love this.
Great. Amazing. Thank you very much, Jeremy.
Awesome. Thanks, Phil.
Okay. Ciao.